sit here and try and rev you guys up. What I'm going to do is try and teach you how to motivate yourselves and what motivation is. Different types of motivation. We're going to go through ambitious motivation and consequential motivation. Now, I am going to ask a question. Kylie, what gets you up in the morning?
Routine, my kids.
Routine gets you up in the morning. Your kids get you up in the morning. Why?
I've got to get them ready for school. I'm responsible. I've got to get them all sorted.
So what happens if you don't get up in the morning and get your kids ready?
Nobody does anything.
Nobody does anything. So there's a consequence to you not getting out of bed. Is that correct?
Yes.
So that's a consequential motivation. This is going to be all night. I'm going to stuff this word up, you know that, don't you? So it's a consequence to motivate you to get up. So that's a bad motivation. So you need to actually change that around to be an ambitious motivation. You want to be ambitious in life, not consequences. Sooner or later, back in the past, you would have found that you're ambitious to have those kids, and then it becomes a consequence that you have to get up and feed them. God damn kids. I mean, seriously, they want to be fed? Come on. Well, why feed them? They take enough out of your life. So you need to be able to change that around to be ambitious. So I want you guys to write down now the reason you get out of bed every single morning. Write it down in your notepads. Who's sitting there going, I don't know why I get up in the morning?
I go back to bed.
You go back to bed?
I like that.
I get up.
There's a lot of people that like to go back to bed. Unfortunately, consequential motivation has to get us out of bed and to do stuff. What gets me out of bed? It's not a consequence. All right? The consequence of me not getting out of bed is, shit, I lose my business. I lose my life. I lose my house. I lose this. I lose that. I don't concentrate on that at all. I get out of bed in the morning, I wake up and I go, I've got a goal. My goal is to defeat the obesity epidemic in the world. How the hell do I do that? That's a massive goal to have. How do I do it? One person at a time. It started off me personal training, one person, teaching one person at a time. Out of my little studio at home, Tara will remember that. And one person at a time turned into me gaining this place. So then I could do more than one person at a time. I could teach my trainers and my staff exactly what I know. So I can replicate that. See the steps to the goal that I'm talking about? That's what I'm going to teach you tonight. What am I doing now? I'm ambitious. So what I did then was created a challenge. And that challenge changes every time we do it. As that challenge changes, I've now been capable of teaching 50 to 100 to 200 people on a challenge what I wanted to teach one person years ago. Then they learn it, then they pay it forward. You see how that's going on to get to my ultimate goal of fixing the obesity epidemic in the world? It just travels on and on and on. I can't fix everyone in the world, but I can create a ripple. And that ripple effect will go on and on. So that's my motivation for getting up in the morning. It's ambition. It's not because I need to get up in the morning. If I don't get up in the morning, my business is going to fail. I'm going to let a lot of people down. Okay? Sooner or later, you guys just wrote down actually your reason for getting up in the morning. Anastasia, what's yours?
My kids.
Your kids are your reason for getting up in the morning. Yep. And why is that? Cool. What happens after those kids go to school? What's your motivation for not going back to bed?
Housework. No, my motivation once the kids go to school is just to... I've got goals that I want to achieve.
Cool. What are the goals?
Become a personal trainer.
Become a personal trainer. That's a fantastic goal. Once you become a personal trainer, I'll be teaching you what I know, and then the ripple effect from my goal keeps carrying on. So your next goal is to study, which is ambitious, which is fantastic. That's exactly what we want. So what I want you guys to do is look at the motivation for getting out of bed. And then I want you to turn that motivation into ambition. I asked you the other day, Binny, why do you get up? Because I've got to go to work. Why do you go to work? So I can earn money. Why do you want to earn money? So I can take my kids on a holiday. That's ambition. The opposite of that would be, I need to get up and go to work. Why do you want to get up and go to work? Because I need to earn money. Why do you want to earn money? Because if I don't, I'm going to lose my house. That's a consequence. That's not what we want to concentrate on. If you prioritise the ambition over the consequence is never going to happen. Ever going to happen. So always prioritise that ambition. Goals in the gym. Let's carry that over to goals in the gym. I mean, we're going for goals in life, or why you get up, why you do what you do. Does everyone enjoy their job? 1, 2. Whoa. You know, sooner or later, when you actually went to get that job, you were ambitious. There was a reason you picked that job. There was a reason you wanted to do what you do. And then the consequence is you're not going to get paid for it, so you lose that ambition and it just becomes a rut. What happened? Shit. You forgot to set another goal once you got the job. Now everyone talks about setting goals. Does everyone know how to attain their goal? Write it down. That's one thing. But how do you actually get to it? That's a big world out there. I want to change the world. I want to get rid of the obesity epidemic. I want to help everyone as much as I can. That's a massive goal. How do I attain it? Number 1 is write it down. Number 2 is create a plan. It's never going to work unless you plan it. If you haven't got steps to get to that goal, you're never going to get there. Andrew, you're starting a new business. How are you getting there? You've got a business plan, right? If you don't have a business plan, you're going to fail. You need to have that plan in place. That goes for every goal you set. Now trainers and that go on about their set goals, short-term, medium-term, long-term, and then work towards them. But they never tell you how to work towards them. You need to write down section by section on what you have to do to actually get to those goals. Now the first thing that we do in business, and to be successful in business, is we write down the goal, and then we create a tree. It looks like a damn pyramid. Every business has got a pyramid. You hear a pyramid schemes going, oh they're bad, but every single business has a pyramid to get towards a goal, okay? You need to work out what your pyramid is. So, who's got a short-term goal at the moment? Kyle, what's your short-term goal?
To make bloody top 10 in the next challenge.
To make top 10 in the next challenge. Okay, what's your first step of doing that? What's the first step to get to that goal?
Not to give up.
No, I would say the first step would be to sign up on the bloody challenge.
Well, I've done that.
So you've achieved the first step of the goal. What's the second step?
Believing I can do it.
Believing you can do it. That you've got to look deep into yourself. I would say the second step is learning how to do it. You're not going to get anywhere in life unless you educate yourself towards that goal. You hear a lot of people talk about risk. They say, go out and just take a risk. Bullshit! Never take a risk that you're not educated about. There's a second thing under there, it's called risk management. How do we affect risk management? We learn. You're never going to just take a risk, jump in. I mean, that's like me playing the stock market, going eeny, meeny, miny, shit, I just lost a lot of money. It doesn't work like that. I have to read the patterns in the stock market. I have to know exactly what's happening with that company, where that company's going to go before I invest in it. The same thing happens with you guys. Don't just take a risk, educate yourself through that risk. This goes back to planning and planning that goal. So it goes back to the tree. So your next step is learn. The third step after that, get a freaking mentor. In business we call it a mentor. Every successful business person has not done it themselves. They've had someone that's made all the mistakes beforehand teach them. Why do mentors teach people? Because when you reach success, it's really simple. You get excited and you want to help everyone else get there. There's no hidden catches. We just want to help you get to where we are because it's freaking awesome. So we've got 2 steps. First thing, commit to your goal. Write it down. Second thing, learn about your goal. Third thing, get a mentor to help you and listen to them. In the gym, your goals are to change. Who's trying to lose weight? Just a real simple goal. All right, here's a really hard question for you. Why? Wow, I've never seen such a quiet thing going on. I know your reason to lose weight. You want to have a baby. That's an ambitious goal to get in there, okay? So you need to keep that ambition and hold tight to it, but you need to know the steps on how to do it. First thing is learn. Second thing is to get a mentor. In the gym, we are your mentors. Use us, that's what we're here for. Come and see us. We know, we've already done the education. We can teach you. And that's what we're here to do, is teach you how to do it. So, why do I want to help you? Not because I'm getting paid to help you, but because I want to see you achieve that goal and have the same ambitious feeling of achievement that I've got. Very, very simple things. Anyone that gets into the personal training industry is going to tell you the same thing. We're here to help. We want to help you guys. You want to be a personal trainer. I already told you you're going to be an amazing personal trainer. Why is that? because I can see something in you and you genuinely want to help people. That is the spark that we look for as an employer and a trainer. You can't fake caring about somebody. And Anastasia has already done this. She's achieved her goal. And that achievement excited her. Now she wants to get it to everybody else. And she wants to see them achieve their goals. And she's fired up to do it. She's motivated by her own achievement to do it. The only thing that's going to let Anastasia down is if she doesn't set another goal for herself as well and keep that excitement of achievement happening. As I said, you guys have already been out and bought a house. Fantastic! You've achieved the goal. You've bought a house. Holy hell! What happens then? Where's the next step? Have you made another goal for the equity that you've got in your house? No. So your motivation just turns to consequence straight away. There's nothing else that you're going to do. You're sort of settled. If you're happy in life settled there, awesome. If you're not, holy hell, you're in a rut. You need to get out of that. And how do we get out of that? By start learning the goals, putting those plans in place. Now planning. We've gone through a couple of steps of the tree of planning. First, set your goal. Write the damn thing down. Second of all, learn. Educate yourself. Don't risk everything without education. It won't work. Third, how do you educate yourself? We've got Google out there, it's phenomenal. Third thing, get a mentor. Get someone in the industry or get someone that's already achieved that goal to help you. Don't make the same mistakes everyone else has made. You don't have to do that. There's people out there that have succeeded. Excuse me. And fourth, what do we do fourth? We need to set smaller goals. Little tiny ones that are going to help you achieve that major goal. As I said, I started off very, very small. I started off as a manager of gyms, then I went to my own home studio, and then I built it up from there. That's really hard to do. I had to get the confidence of a lot of people to be able to open up here. Did I take a risk? Yeah, I did, but I took an educated risk. Before I opened up here, I checked the demographic of the area. I checked who lived in the area. I checked what type of people lived in the area. And then I brought it up from there. And then I marketed to you guys to help you. Very, very simple. Now, the challenge. Now, I teach you guys, you learn, you pay it forward. What better way of paying it forward is an example of Anastasia. I got her to where she wants to be with the help of both of us. We worked together as a team. I mentored her. My mentoring's never going to stop because now Anastasia's coming to work for me. How's that for a goal? Now I'm going to mentor her even more and teach her what I know so she can replicate it. And then she's going to do that with someone else, and someone else, and someone else, and the pyramid begins, and my dream starts to become a reality. And the rain's drowning me out. I'm not going to turn it up. I don't want to deafen you. So does everyone understand where I'm coming from? I mean, I'm not just going to turn around and say, set a goal. Jesus. How many trainers do you know out there that just say, set a goal? You haven't got a goal. That's why you're not motivated. I need to teach you how to set that goal, and that's what we've been going through so far. Now you also hear people turn around and go, you have to be 100% dedicated to get to your goal. Bullshit! Seriously, who's got the time for that? You've got families, you've got kids, you're human beings, you need to live life, am I correct? You want to do enjoyable stuff, you don't want to sit on your goal freaking 100 hours a week. It's impossible. Well, it's not impossible, some people do it. Well, hats off to those people that do it. But I mean, there are more important things as well. I'm not going to let my family lose out on me because I have a dream. I'm going to balance that. If you don't have balance in life and you're just head set on that goal, you're going to be a very, very lonely person. That's not what you want. How many guys do you know and girls do you know that work their arse off year after year, don't see their family, miss out on their kids growing up because they want to be successful in life? Is that the biggest load of bullshit you've ever heard in your life? How could you miss out on your family? They're the most important thing in your life. You go to work to be successful to support your family. Why would you miss out on them? So being 100% dedicated and doing what you have to do all the time, no. You've got to find that balance. Now you can be 20% dedicated. You can be 30% dedicated. Like Melbourne Storm out there, that's going to be 30% dedicated for us on the way home. You can be 40% dedicated. As long as you are consistently working on that goal, you are going to achieve it sooner or later. Now there's an important word that I just put up in it. Consistency. Stay consistent. Work on it, when you can, but work on it and keep moving forward. You are going to come across obstacles to get to that goal. In the gym, you will sustain injuries every now and then. Then you go to your mentor and say, how did I get across this hurdle? Because they've done it. They've been in that hurdle before and they've got across it. So ask, how did you get across it? What do I do to get from this step to the next step? Very, very simple. You need that backup. Okay? Very simple stuff. So, 100% dedication? No. Just be consistent. Don't be 100% dedicated. Enjoy your family. They're not around for a very long time. You don't have kids just to say, no, I don't want to spend time with you. You have kids, you go to work, you buy houses to spend time with the family and make them have a really good opportunity in life. Really simple. I'm going to go back to my notes because I've digressed like crazy. Where am I up to? Always know what you're going to do. As I said, always be educated on what you're going to do. A lawyer will depose a person before they put them on the stand. They know what that person is going to answer. That's what you need to do with your goals. Before you take that step, you should know the answer to what you're doing under risk management. So, we should have written down in your little notebooks there the first parts of making these goals come to life. In the gym, Michelle, your goal is to be on stage in your bikini in September, having judges pick you apart. Wow. How are you going with that mentally? You getting around it? Up and down, and you'll never know until it actually happens. You've got some of the best mentors in the country helping you get through that, right? You didn't just jump in there and go, I'm going to be a bikini model, and I'm just going to go and do it. It's impossible to do unless you learn. Michelle has done a couple of challenges, the 8-week challenges. She's got through it. She looks phenomenal. Even after that, she learned all of that. She also learned that her body's different, and it changes over time. So she actually asked me, and I put her onto another mentor. So she's got both of us now, two of the best in the country. Keegan actually really helping her out and getting her to where she needs to be in September. Mentors are everything. That's a college, just walk out of me, it's fine. You will be. So basically you also hear something everyone says, just follow your heart. Who's heard that saying? Just follow your heart. I have never heard such a lump of bullshit in my entire life. Hands up who was 14 years old, followed their heart and did stupid shit. Yep, everybody. If you follow your heart, you're going to do dumb shit. Don't follow your heart. Learn, educate yourself, apply risk management, and follow the steps to success. That's what you need to do. Do not follow your heart. Your heart's going to tell you dumb shit. Really simple, okay? So far, we've got some tools to be written down, which is phenomenal. That's great. I've given you the tools. You haven't come to me and said, Scotty, I need motivation, I've lost my mojo. That's not what tonight was about. I could motivate you for 10 minutes, and then you're just going to be gone. Oh, I've lost my mojo again, a week later. No, I wanted to give you guys the tools to actually find the ambitious motivation, not the consequential motivation. Write it down, set those goals in place, start putting a timeline together for your goals, short-term goal, plus a plan to meet that short-term goal, medium-term goal, a plan to meet that medium-term goal, and a long-term goal, and a plan to meet that long-term goal along the way. It is up to you to put that plan together with the help of a mentor. We all got that? Wow, you see you sort of looking there going, yeah, I'm sort of getting it. You will get there. Basically, it comes down to this. Set a goal, plan it, research it, get a mentor, and achieve it. Once you have that first achievement, it becomes freaking addictive. Every achievement you make will become an addiction. Has anyone played video games? Matt, you play video games a lot. Not that I know, I've seen you on PlayStation every fucking night. You play a lot of video games. When you meet on those video games, because those achievements become addictions. Success is addictive. Michelle, when you did that challenge and you ripped up and you got that look, how addictive was it to get back to that again? Now you want to get on stage and show the world what you can do, what you can look like. It's addictive. Success is addictive. So once you get that little achievement, do it again and again. And then you're going to be in Anastasia's position where you want to help other people do it because it's a friggin' exciting feeling. And you want other people to share in that feeling with you. That's what's motivating. That's what motivation's about. So, we want to forget the consequential motivation. Get over it. Forget it. Your consequential motivation is there because you didn't set a new goal once you got there. You want to concentrate on the ambition. Everyone needs to be ambitious in life. Otherwise, you're going to stabilise. And then you're going to come to me and say, Scotty, I've lost my mojo. So, I've got you written down the motivation for your lives. Now, I want you to write down motivation for the gym. That's what you guys are here for. What is your motivation for the gym? What do you want to achieve in the gym? Most of you want to achieve weight loss. You need to know why you want to achieve weight loss. Some of you want to build your body. Phil's just starting to bulk. Phil, why do you want to get bigger? You want to get back on stage and you want to win. Exactly. Little side note with that one. Phil's competed. Phil didn't win. Phil didn't give up. When you aim for success, you are not going to make it the first time. Straight up, you will not be successful the first time you put something into it. It won't happen unless you're really, really lucky. Or you really know what you're doing and you've got a mentor that's absolutely phenomenal. May not happen the first time. Be prepared to fail. Failure is not a bad word. Failure is a good word. It means you've tried one way that didn't work. I've tried about 50 million ways that didn't work. I fucked up all over the place. But I didn't stop. I kept going. I got my ass back up again. I got back on the bandwagon. And we just keep going. Phil's going in for his second competition. He listened to the judges on what they said. Now he's going to fix what the judges told him to fix, and he's going to get on stage with a possibility of actually taking it out this time. If he doesn't take it out this time, God damn it, he's going to try again. And again, and again, and again. You will fail. Get your ass back up and get back on the wagon again and try again. With that said, I hope you guys have taken a lot out of what I've said tonight, and that you can put a plan together for the gym, that you've got your goal for the gym, and you know what you're doing. Start putting those goals in place, start putting those plans in place, and do not have a consequence if I don't go to the gym, I'm going to put on weight. Oh, for the love of God. Don't do that. Just don't. Okay? You don't have to be 100% committed to the gym. You don't have to be in the gym 5 hours a day, every day. Oh my God, I'm committed. No. A lot of you are mums with kids. If you can get in the gym once, twice, 3 days a week, you're still consistently making it to that goal. Write it down. Get a plan in place. Find a mentor. Ask questions. Educate yourself. And get to your goals. Very simple. I'm going to hand it over to Josh now. He's going to take it over with a little bit of financial goals for you guys. Not only are we helping you out with goals for the gym, goals for life, and teaching you how to do it, but we're also going to help you with the finances to get you there as well. So, ladies and gents, a big round of applause for Josh. Everyone.
Yeah? More response than I thought. Actually, speaking of failure, does anyone here know who Michael Jordan is? Yeah? It seems like a dumb question, right? But seriously, I love sports. So, Michael Jordan's actually claims to be one of the biggest failures. The man is considered the greatest basketballer of all time. He's taken over 9,000 shots. I think it was like he's lost 300 games in his career. Things like this, yet the man is still considered the greatest success of all time. So, never ever let failure get in the way. Now, can I have a show of hands? Anyone who's got written, okay, I think Scotty's already covered. Who's got written fitness goals? Who has a plan? Yeah. Tell us a little bit about your plan. Is it like, did you just start it tonight or?
No, I've always had a plan.
Yeah.
I've got CD, so everything's...
And it's written?
Yes.
How do you measure it?
Well, at the moment I'm injured, so there's been a pause on it. And last night at my physio, I learned something new, which has changed my perspective on it. So I've changed my goals slightly because I'm learning as I go along.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And Why? Why do you have the goals? Why do you have this plan?
I don't like to be stagnant. I don't like to settle.
Yeah, fair enough. Do you have financial goals?
Yes.
Do you have a financial plan?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Is it written anywhere?
No.
No? Does anyone in the room have written plans, financially, goals, anything? Yeah?
I've already finished it.
Perfect. What's your next challenge?
I haven't thought of that yet.
Yeah.
I've just finished one goal.
Fair enough.
Took 7 years.
But that's fine. I mean, and did you write it down? Was it measured all the way?
Yeah.
Did you continually check in on it? How did you achieve it?
Worked my ass off, Scotty knows, literally. 29 years of age and debt free.
Congratulations.
No credit cards, no
Give a
plan,
round of applause.
no plan mobiles, no credit cards, nothing like that. Just worked my ass off, literally.
Congratulations.
It's not easy.
No, it's not.
Scotty, as you know, is not easy.
It's not. I'm not going to sit up here and tell
It's not
everybody
easy.
how to become rich overnight. All I'm going to say is that I'm not far from being debt free, owning my own home.
I don't have my own home, but close to a house deposit.
That's not a measure of success. For me, it was one of my goals that I wanted to achieve. So for me, it is success. I've owned 3 properties. I'm 30 years old. Run my own business. Not here to gloat about any of that. All I want to say is that I started with $500 at 20 years of age and had my first house deposit by 21. By 22, I moved into that house, and then from there, as I said, I owned a number of properties. My initial plans were to buy, hold, and sell, and never sell. The start of this year, I sold my last house to start my business because I decided I wanted to become self-employed. So, just because you have a goal, just because you have a plan, doesn't mean it can't change and be fluid. Yeah. And for me, what a lot of my motivating things, why do I get out of bed? A lot of those things for me are family related. I have a 2-year-old boy and a wife that I love dearly. So for me, I want to jump out of bed. I want to work. I want to continue to provide. And then my next goals professionally is to become a developer. So everyone hears about this and every 2-block site that has a block of land that puts a house on it calls themselves a developer. I really want to start that journey because it's a new challenge and a new frontier for me. Why? Because then I have other goals that I want to attain and other lifestyle things that I want to achieve. For me, planning as well. To speak about my own fitness goals, I've yo-yoed with my weight. Is that thunder or a round of applause?
That's my child.
That's fine. Talking about planning, I mean, really the keys I want to talk about tonight are relationships, planning and goal setting. Talked a little bit about goal setting and why that's important. Does anyone know who pays attention to the property market at the moment? Yeah. You'll see the negative press around property prices falling. Would you think, Kylie, you can still make money in this market on property?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so.
There's things I can share with you guys offline later on if you want to come up and chat to me, free anytime. Leave my cards at the desk with Scotty, but yeah, there's definitely strategies and things I can show people about how to make money, how to achieve your financial goals with zero property growth. So your value could stay the exact same, but you can actually make money and get ahead. If any bit of advice I can share with people is get rid of your home loan debt. Yes, it's a good debt, but get rid of it as fast as possible and get investment debt. They are things that you can do much, much faster. You can write them off, they're far more beneficial. So we can talk about that, as I said, offline. Each individual might have their own different goals and we can work around what that looks like. But with relationships, like Scotty said, finding a mentor is super critical. I would call him, Joel, Dylan, my Fit for Life family, my mentors for fitness. I always bounce ideas off them because I know nothing about it, but these guys are absolutely brilliant. And as I was talking about before, yo-yoing weight, up and down, fluctuating, not really having a clear goal. And I sat down at the start of the year and reset my goals and went, why aren't I achieving my fitness? Why aren't I getting my fitness back? Found Fit for Life, found a plan, found it something to achieve, something to work towards. Still not there, but there's like a poster, I think, up on the back wall that's brilliant. It just says slow progress is still progress. Yeah, for me, that's one of the most motivating things I think I've read in the last 2 years. Something so simple yet. Every time I think, I just want to quit, I'm not getting there, I'm not getting what I want. I look at that or I think back to that, and all of a sudden I'm re-energized and I think, wow, how good is this? So, those relationships though, being able to have, does anyone have an accountability buddy or like somebody that they fall back on? You guys, Michelle and Phil, that are doing bodybuilding at the moment, you have your mentors, but do you bounce off them all the time? Like, yeah? Do you ever get self-doubt? Yeah? What keeps you going? Is it that camaraderie with somebody, or is it the plan? What is it?
Sort of keep focusing on my main goal and just keep pushing, trying to sort of zone out of that doubt, think about what I've been able to do so far, just keep focusing on it.
It's easy to get bogged down, it's easy to look, and then to touch back onto the finance angle, it's easy to look at debt and get worried. It's easy to get bogged down and go, there's no hope, no point in changing. A lot of things I hear from clients is, oh, I really want to do this, but I'm just so busy. Make time, plan it, do it. I'm busy is just an excuse. It's another excuse like why you can't achieve something. It's amazing how easily we can come up and just fall flat and go, oh, yeah, I'd love to do that, but I just can't do it. For whatever reason, we come up with 101 excuses. But is anyone into reading? Yeah. There's a book by Brian Tracy called Goals. If you haven't read it, I'd really encourage you to read it. It's something if you want to talk about goal setting and really nail down into what Scotty's talking about tonight. For me, that's one of the best books I think I've read in the last couple of years, and I'm not a massive reader, but one of my mentors gave it to me. I sat and looked at it, I read it. The more I read it, the more I got involved in it, the more I started to realise the keys to success are just really simple. Sorry, I've got to go back to my notes too, because I'm getting a bit lost. So, with your goals, someone want to share a goal with me that they have?
Right.
Yep.
Pretty simple.
Very simple, but do you have a house in mind? Do you have a dream home?
Not a dream home, it's more getting a house that can fit people in it.
Yep.
That's the issue. Getting a big enough house.
Have you tried visualising? Do you have a photo of it up to remind you?
Yeah, I've got my phone.
Yeah. Yeah. Another thing I encourage people to do, I've got a couple of clients at the moment looking for investment properties telling me we just can't find it, but we know what we want. I've encouraged, and I don't think it's happened, but the one thing I do, and I've found really powerful in achieving my goals personally, is seeing it, visualising it. Stick it on the fridge, on the back of the toilet door, wherever you see that's going to catch your attention. Highly encourage you to start doing it. To get back onto another sporting analogy, Conor McGregor, anyone heard of him? Big loudmouth Irishman, yeah. So that man went from cashing welfare checks a couple of years ago to a couple of $100 million that he's got sitting in the bank and private jets that he flies and sharpest suits and Scotties. So,
I'm trying you soon.
my point with him is he's really massive into visualising things, and if you notice, anyone that watches pre-fight speeches, he goes out, he runs his mouth, and he says what he's going to do, when he's going to do. If anyone's got some time, jump on YouTube. His name is Alan Peace. He's absolutely brilliant. Yeah, you've heard of him? Yeah. I saw him speak at a convention a couple of years ago, and I was like, who's this old dude jumping up on stage? What's he got to say? I'm like, this is going to be fun. And by the end of it, I was like, I just want him to keep speaking to me. What he was saying was absolutely amazing. Do you know how to buy a house?
We own an investment property actually.
Perfect.
But we retail
He would say, he said a couple of his goals were talking about, he wanted to write a number one box office movie and song. And he's like, what do I know about doing either of those things? Nothing. But he's done both. And he said, I wanted to own a castle. He's owned a castle. He's also gone from all those riches, got ripped off, and became dirt poor. And went through depression, and then went, I don't want to be depressed anymore. The reason I bring this up, this man talks about seeing a goal, going, yes, I'm going to go for that. Like Scotty's saying, don't be 100, you don't have to give everything to it, but be committed, be consistent. What he was saying was, how do I know how to write a number one song? I don't. but I'm going to focus on trying to achieve that, and I'm going to find a way how to do it and plan it. So everything comes back to planning, everything comes back to goals, visualization, thinking about it, wanting it, and then all of a sudden, it's not by, I don't think it's by chance that it starts to happen for you. Yeah. So, who else has got a mentor in the room? Apart from Scotty. What do you use your mentor for?
My brother.
Yep.
He's my financial mentor.
Yep.
He's at the age of, he ought to be 35, he owns 2 properties.
Yep.
He wasn't getting pay rises that he wanted at work, so instead he was investing, so he invested in stocks to get that extra money.
Yep. And what do you use him for, like specifically financially?
Advice.
Yep.
And as a goal, because he is only a year older than me and he has all these financial achievements. It's very like.
How did he get them?
Artwork. We owned a house. Well, we owned a house together when I was 19, he was 20.
Yep.
I was young and stupid and had to sell my half of the house to him, so it forced him to do some good money, and then he realised how much he could achieve when he focused it, and so he didn't want to stop there.
The only reason I bought my first house so young is nowhere would rent me the houses I wanted to rent. So it forced me to move home. Me and 2 of my mates wanted to rent houses. They went, young party boys. They were spot on, but they went, we're not going to give you a house. So for me, it forced me to go back and start planning. It's probably where I started actually writing stuff down, actually starting to have plans, and actually starting to achieve things. There's way more successful people than me out there, but they've all done the same thing. They've all planned, they've all executed their plans, they've all done what they want to do. I have my toys that I want at home. Just literally, as I said, I had to start at the start of this year to come up with new goals and things that I wanted to do, because I'm so happy with the last 10 years of growth personally, professionally, and then the last thing for me to tick off is physically. And to find this place, I've never trained at a gym for more than 6 months without quitting. I think I'm 7 months in here, so let's hope we can see out the year.
Just asked.
Well, I signed up for a 12-month membership.
So he doesn't pay.
I did sign up for the 12-month membership about a month ago, so let's hope that's a good omen that I'll stay here a little bit longer. But as I said, relationships are super critical. I have a business mentor, so when I started my road and my journey into self-employed at the start of the year, I went, oh shit, that looks really scary. How am I going to do it? I picked the brain of a guy that's got everything that I want in his business. And I used to work for him, ironically. But I pay him a wage, I pay for that advice, I get really good advice, and we have a fluid agreement that says if I ever feel like I'm not getting it, I'll be terminated at any time. So don't be afraid to pay for advice. If it's good advice, it's worth paying for because it'll pay itself off in time. So I think that pretty much covers me. As I said, I can give you guys all directions to the different books that I've read, the different plans and means of getting places. Wanting to save for a house can definitely help you do that. I've got really simple tools that I created, so that's how I know they're simple. As I said, it's not hard to get places, you just need to have the right plan, the right tools and the right coaching. There's a lot of things that I can teach you guys offline, as I said, around the finance thing. Any questions? No? Thanks for your time. Thanks, Scotty.
Josh is a very smart man, a very successful man as well. If you want financial mentoring, please contact him. He's a member here. Chat to him in the gym. He loves working while he's working out. Like the rest of us. I mean, you see the trainers in the gym, like, Scotty, you just tell me, it's like I went to 300 kilos of weight. Go the hell away for 5 minutes. Only 5 minutes. Come and see me when I'm finished, and I'll be quite happy to help you. So I hope you guys have taken a lot out of tonight on how to actually start planning. Where to start from is the important thing. What's the main thing that you need to start? Find a goal. An ambitious goal, not a consequential goal. Find your ambition. Be passionate about it. Because if you're not, that first point of failure, you're going to stop. You need to have a goal that you really want. The second thing is plan. Write that shit down. Get it on paper. The third thing is start building a tree for that plan. That tree is going to be 1, 2, 3, little goal there. 1, 2, 3, little goal there. 1, 2, 3. Every time you reach that goal, you are going to get excited. which is going to make you more ambitious. The last thing I want to tip on is, when you do reach your major goal, and you will do it if you follow the plan, you will do it. Every successful person in this world gets to success by following that plan. As long as they're consistent, they will reach it. Just before you reach that plan, now I know you've done this, Andrew, just before you reach that plan, set a new goal. Higher. Again. Andrew just finished up a business, is that right? You started a new one. Getting off the ground again. Another goal. Same thing with the 8-week challenge. I tell everyone in the challenge when they do it. As the challenge starts coming to an end, if you don't have a goal when you finish that thing, you're not going to be in the gym. You take 2 or 3 weeks off. Because the goal's ended and you're lost. You're wandering around like this going, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Because you failed to set another goal before you finish this one. You can see it, it's attainable, it's right there. As soon as you know you're going to grip that goal, get prepared and set another one. Start planning the next one. And plan, and plan, and plan. Sooner or later, you're going to be successful. You're going to be where you want to be in life. It takes a couple of things. Planning, learning, getting a mentor to take you there, having that goal set, and the most important thing, put the damn work in for it. Just having that shit on paper is not going to get you there. You need to take action on it. You need to work on it. If you don't work, it's not going to work. It's as simple as that. So goals for the gym. If it's weight loss, what are we going to do? What's your first step to losing weight? Write it down. The second step, learn. Google's out there. There's 1 billion diets on the market. Heaps of them. And all the gurus out there are going to turn around and say, mine's the only way to do it. Bullshit. There's 1 million different diets out there. Some of them work for some people, some of them don't work for others. Alright, some of them are just absolute crap, let's face it. I've seen some weird stuff out there. You want to make sure that that is sustainable. Alright? The paleo diet. My God, that's a freaking prison sentence. Who the hell's going to tell you can't eat chocolate? Well, I can't eat chocolate anyway. I'm freaking allergic to it, so my life sucks anyhow. But who's going to tell you can't eat chocolate? Oh my God. There's nice things out there. Eat them. Good, wholesome, nutritious food. Make sure the basics of the plan are in place. And it's sustainable. It took us 16 years to get the 8-week challenge right. We still haven't got it right. We still change it every time we do it. Because we notice that some people don't sustain it afterwards. So now, the damn thing has nearly anything. You can eat nearly anything. But we teach you portion control, we teach you macro control, we teach you about your macronutrients, how it works in your body and how your body works. So we educate you. See where I'm coming from my goal again? Bringing it back to that. Start off teaching one person. Now I'm teaching a couple of 100 people on a challenge. But I'm taking them through step by step on that plan. They finish it. They don't put the weight back on, because I also taught them how to reverse diet after it. Bring their metabolism back up. Then they go on and tell other people. Their friends sit there and go, what are you doing that for? 6 weeks down the track, they're going, how the hell did you do that? We supplied the motivation to do that challenge. Now it's up to you guys to supply your own motivation. I can't motivate you in that way. I can just give you the tools to motivate yourselves. Why buy a man a fish when you can teach him to fish? That's what I'm getting at. That's what tonight's all about. To teach you guys how to fish yourselves. To teach you guys how to find those goals. What is important to you is not important to me. You've all got your own goals in life on where you want to be. Mine are completely different. You need to figure out what you want in life. Once you know what you want in life, the secret to life is just done. You know what you want. You know where you want to be. Plan it. Learn it. Get someone to help you with it. And for God's sakes, ask questions. You don't know everything. If you do know everything, you're going to be my mentor. It's real simple. I have some different mentors in my life. I have business mentors. I have fitness mentors. I have business colleagues that I use as mentors that don't know their mentors. Brett Reed. Simon from ASN, the CEO of ASN, is a mentor of mine. He doesn't even know it. I watch what he does. Kerry, his wife, is another one. I watch them. I watch what they do. They don't know they're mentoring me. No, I don't have to pay them. Josh is another mentor that I've just taken on not that long ago for my finances. Josh will start getting nagged by me very, very soon. I'll start saying, okay, I want this and I want that, I want this, I want that, make it happen. And then he sits there and goes, okay, you need to do this, this and this. And that's what I'll do. I'll follow his instruction. He's been there. He's younger than me. Doesn't mean he can't mentor me. He's more successful in that factor of life than I am. So of course I'm going to use him. I don't give a shit what his age is. If he's managed to get somewhere in life that I haven't, and I'm nearly 50 years old, then shh, don't tell me that, by the way. I'm nearly 50 years old and I haven't got there yet, and he's got there at his age. You better believe I want to know what that man knows. I want his knowledge, and I want him to take me where he is. That's very simple. So that's the importance of getting a mentor. With your gym, with your workouts and all that sort of thing. I don't want you to take what I say in diet advice or nutrition advice as gospel. I want you to get out there and learn yourselves. We've just learned Aaron on the last 8-week challenge. Aaron did the final week of the challenge and bloated just before the final photo. So we found a way that didn't work. So Erin came to me and she said, I'm not going to do that one. I looked better on that day, so I'm just going to go ahead and diet down and get my photo looking even better on the last day. Excellent. Not everybody's the same, and I accept that. As her mentor, I accept that, and I'm like, cool, everyone's different. Let's work it that way so you get the best shot that you could possibly do. Or if you're looking really good like that, take the photo 2 days early and put it in like that. Get you a chance of winning it. That's the way mentors work. They will bend to you, to your situations at the same time. That's what makes a good mentor. One that can adapt to you at the same time and adapt to your time. As I talked about with balance before, you want time with your family in the gym. There's no reason why you can't come to the gym once, twice, 3 days a week, consistently, and still get to those goals that you want to get to. I mean, if you diet 4 days a week, and then eat shit 3 days a week, if you do it right, you can still get to those goals. If you do it right. Okay? Thank you guys for coming tonight. I hope that you've taken something out of this. We will be recording, well, Joel's recording it at the moment, but we will be editing this, popping it up online, so anyone that didn't make it can also get the information as well. Write your goals down. I will be really excited to see every one of you guys reaching your goals over the next couple of months, putting these plans in place, coming and asking us for advice, and even tell me what other mentors you're getting in life. I'd love to know, because if they're more successful than myself, Josh, Simon, Kerry, Brett, all my other mentors out there, even Michael down the road is a mentor of mine in business. You can't have enough of them. Find them. They're willing to help you. Josh said he's paying for one of his mentors. If their advice is worth money, oh hell yeah, throw cash at them. They're going to get you more cash. It's called ROI, return on investment. I'm investing money to get a bigger return. If Josh doesn't make me money, I'll drop him like a hot fucking spud. Real simple. That's the way you work with your mentors. If they don't make you money, then you're investing. You're not investing, you're just wasting money. So you find someone that you can invest your time, your effort, and your money with. Make those families that you want. Make them grow. Build a financial future. Build a fitness future for your children, your partners. That excitement will go all the way through the world, and that's how we all become successful. Thank you guys for coming. I hope you took a lot from this, and we'll see you next time.